Welcome to MGO TV 1, where we uncover the stories behind the screens. Today we're diving into how martial arts culture shaped 1970s action TV, introducing a new style of storytelling and choreography. The screen explodes, a whirlwind of fists and feet, a blur of motion too fast for the eye to follow. That, my friends, is the spirit of martial arts. Not just brute force, but an art form. And in the 1970s, this spirit punched its way onto television screens and captivated a generation. Before that, action was, well, mostly shootouts. But martial arts brought something different. Grace. Precision. Get ready to see how the Dragon's Fury changed television forever. Imagine this, the American West. A lone Shaolin monk wandering seeking not fame, but peace. Kung Fu wasn't just a show, it was a parable. David Carradine, as Kwai Chang Caine, moved with a quiet strength. Each episode, a lesson. A conflict resolved not just with fists, but with wisdom. When Caine fought, it was poetry in motion. He embodied the principle of Wu Wei, effortless action. Before the legend, before the movies, Bruce Lee was Kato. The Green Hornet's sidekick? Never. He was a force of nature disguised as a chauffeur. The Green Hornet threw a punch. Kato delivered a lightning strike. Audiences had never seen such speed, such precision. Lee's Kato wasn't just fighting, he was expressing himself. He showed the world that a true martial artist could be anyone, from any culture. Sun, surf, and karate chops? Hawaii Five-0 was already cool, but those fight scenes? Pure fire. Detective McGarrett, played by Jack Lord, wasn't just a cop, he was a martial artist. He took down criminals with throws, kicks, and the occasional Aikido lock. It proved that martial arts could thrive anywhere, even in paradise. The $6 Million Man Bionics meet martial arts. Gentlemen, we can rebuild him. We have the technology. But what good is superhuman strength without the skill to use it? Steve Austin, the $6 Million Man, wasn't just strong, he was a trained killer. And those skills, often rooted in martial arts. The way he'd disarm opponents with those quick, precise movements, Aikido through and through. Austin, he was the ultimate weapon. Charlie's angels, beauty, brains, and back fists. Don't let the hair flips and the smiles fool you. The angels were deadly. Undercover work, taking down mob bosses, rescuing hostages. These women could handle themselves in a fight, and their weapon of choice? Often martial arts. Each angel had her own style. Sabrina, the cool and collected one, favored judo throws. Kelly, the athletic one, was all about those karate kicks. The streets of San Francisco, gritty realism meets martial prowess. The streets of San Francisco, a melting pot of cultures, and with it, a fusion of fighting styles. Detectives Stone and Keller, they didn't just solve crimes, they fought their way through them. Fights were messy, desperate. It was a reminder that martial arts wasn't some mystical art, but a tool for survival. The Incredible Hulk, inner fury, outer control. Don't make him angry. You wouldn't like him when he's angry. Everyone knows the Hulk's rage, but beneath that monstrous exterior was a struggle for control. Bruce Banner, a man at war with himself, mirrored the internal conflicts of a true martial artist. The Hulk's fighting style was raw, powerful, but there was also a strange grace to it. Before there was Rainbow Six, there was SWAT. This wasn't just about kicking down doors, it was about precision, coordination. Every move, every breach was like a choreographed dance. The team's leader, Lieutenant Hondo Harrelson, understood that sometimes brute force wasn't enough. And so, alongside their firearms training, the SWAT team honed their martial arts, ready to take down any threat, up close and personal. Forget the invisible jet, Wonder Woman was a weapon herself. Trained on Themyscira, an island of warrior women, she was the embodiment of strength and grace. Her fighting style was a blend of Amazonian techniques and classic martial arts, a whirlwind of kicks, punches, and throws. Wonder Woman fought with compassion, with a belief in justice. She proved that women could be both beautiful and deadly, compassionate and fierce. Okay, so it wasn't a martial arts show. But even amidst the aerial dogfights of World War II, Baa Black Sheep found moments for some good old-fashioned hand-to-hand combat. Because sometimes, when you're facing off against an enemy, there's no substitute for a well-placed punch. The 1970s gave us TV shows that fused martial arts with action storytelling, forever changing the genre. Martial arts, once seen as exotic, even dangerous, broke into the mainstream. These 10 shows were just the tip of the spear. They showed us that action could be beautiful, that heroes could be complex, and that the fight for justice could take many forms. So the next time you see a flurry of punches on screen, remember the legacy, because their influence, it's still felt today.